Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Everyday Black History. Now, today on Everyday Black History, we're going to be highlighting a brother from the motherland, a man by the name of Alike Dangote. And he's a Nigerian business magnate, investor, and owner of the Dangote Group, which has interests in commodities in Nigeria and other African countries. And as of March 2018, he has an estimated net worth of over $14 billion. Now, Alike Dangote is the richest man of African descent in the entire world. Now, just to give a little background information on him, he was born April 10th, 1957, into a wealthy family from the Kano state in Nigeria. He is the great grandson of the richest African at the time. When he died at the time in 1955, he was the richest African. And he Alike Dangote stated about himself, he said, "I can remember when I was in primary school, I would go and buy cartons of sweets, and I would start selling them just to make money." He was interested in business even at that young age. Now, he was educated in Nigeria and received his bachelor's degree in business studies and administration in Cairo. Now, his company, the Dangote Group, was established as a small trading firm in the 1977, the same year that he relocated to Lagos to expand his company. Today, it's a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate with many operations in Benin, Ghana, Nigeria, and Togo. And the Dangote Group has interest in food processing, cement manufacturing, and in freight. It also dominates the sugar market in Nigeria and is a major supplier to the country's soft drink companies, breweries, and confectioners. The Dangote Group has moved from being a trading company to being the largest industrial group in Nigeria, including Dangote Sugar Refinery, Dangote Sugar Refinery, Dangote Cement, and Dangote Flour. So you can see that he spread his business all around. And he also has a huge interest in bettering the continent of Africa and many of the countries, the African countries. In July 2012, he approached the Nigerian port authorities to lease an abandoned piece of land on the Apapa port, which was approved, and he built facilities for his flour company there. And in the 1990s, he approached the Central Bank of Nigeria with the idea that it would be cheaper for the bank to allow his transport company to manage their fleet of small buses, a proposal which was also approved. Today, the Dangote Group, with its dominance in the sugar market and refinery business, is the main supplier, 70% of the market, to the country's soft drinks companies, as we mentioned before. It's the largest refinery in Africa and the third largest in the world, producing 800,000 tons of sugar annually. His company also owns salt factories and flour mills and is a major importer of rice, fish, pasta, cement, and fertilizer. The company exports cotton, cashew nuts, cocoa, sesame seeds, and ginger to several countries. It also has major investments in real estate, banking, transport, textiles, oil, and gas, and they employ more than 11,000 people and is the largest industrial conglomerate in West Africa. His company also diversified into the telecommunications industry and has started building 14,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables to supply the whole of Nigeria. And as a result, he's been honored many times, not only in Africa, but also in America for his work and as being the leading provider of employment in the Nigerian construction industry. He said that if you give him $5 billion, that he would invest all of it there in Nigeria. Let's put our heads together and work. So just that alone, just shows how much he is into giving back to his own people in Africa and in the country of Nigeria. Alike Dangote is still doing his thing in business, still making money, still making billions. So there's a lot more that he'll still accomplish yet in his life. So Alike Dangote, we thank you for your contribution to Black history and what you continuously doing, and we salute you for it. That concludes this episode. We'll be tuning in again as we'll be highlighting more people, black men and women, and institutions, and the importance of black history and black culture. So stay tuned.